Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the bantamweight bout between Jonathan Martinez versus Vince Morales. And I see one right here between let's go Martinez versus Morales. And I see one right here is I'm gonna go dog here. I'm gonna go Morales. But there's a lot of good things to like on both sides in a way. Well, more so Martinez side than Morales side, but I feel like it's enough to lean Morales for me. Martinez trains, had training partners Chris Gutierrez, who destroyed Morales. He definitely don't got the leg kicks that Morales, Gutierrez has, but incorporated, coach, same coaching, so they coached him to beat him. So the game plan's there. They can incorporate that. You got somebody experienced who destroyed him. So like I said, you train with a guy who beat him and destroyed him. You could take tips from him and maybe even work on some things that will help him win. So there's good things there. I like the fact he's had more success in the UFC. But on Vince Morales, I feel like his career is a little bit like what I'm trying to say, deceiving. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, deceiving. Man, having a whole whatever case attack over here trying to think of what to say, but yeah, deceiving. It's deceiving. Like, what's this fight? One of the fights, I'm not even going. I'm forgetting his name right now. It's irrelevant. Lost to this bum guy who really destroyed. He was dropping and rocking him, but the judges were on crack that night, and they just gave it to the other guy. Got now along in the UFC right now. Yeah, he even dropped him. He hurt him more than that. Probably really dropped him 2 or 3 times, but only counted one. But they gave that fight to the other guy for whatever reason. Activity without even landing, and just being wild and missing and getting mopped. But they gave it to him. Then he got he lost one of his fights. Lost to like a Yadong Song, where it's a clear loss, but he was in there with Yadong Song competitive to an extent. Similar amount of strikes landed, but obviously Song landed with more power and was controlling it. But was in there with Song, so he been there with some solid people, and for the most part, he ain't been all that bad. So you kind of lose. I think it's the fact that the amount of losses he does have in the Gutierrez fight that kind of really factor against him. But in reality, some of these fights should be wins for him. And then, like I said, the Song fight, you can't really rate against him. Gutierrez fight, you definitely can. But either way, what I like about him in this one, I feel like Martinez's striking defense isn't the best. His chin isn't all that great. And I feel like Morales is the more technical boxer. And I feel like his issues really, in my good point with this one, I feel like most of his issues really rely. Oh, also another fight I was gonna go into. Domingo Pilarde, he was picking Pilarde apart, but it was his grab. I think Pilarde was able to get a takedown or was a scramble created or something. But don't quote me on this, but definitely was a situation where grappling initiated, then quickly got his back taken, and tapped out quickly after that. So I feel like his big issue, for the most part, for me, I feel fall within grappling. And Martinez is not a grappler. I don't see him really initiating any grappling. I see it's a striking match from both guys. Matter of fact, Morales might mix him some grappling actually, having that wrestling background. But I don't feel like Martinez gonna have any off for that. But I don't feel like that. I don't feel like Morales gonna have greater success with that. Maybe sneaking a takedown or two just because it's not what he's expecting too much, but really doing much of nothing with it. But yeah, I see this is still a competitive fight. I definitely see Martinez going to the legs, but I feel like Morales will be able to counter it better and be able to catch him with his hands kind of low at times and catch him with some hooks and wobble him, maybe drop him like once in the fight, maybe like in the middle round, in a fight that's kind of real close to the first round. Second round kind of like real close as well, maybe leading Martinez a little bit. Martinez getting off a little more, down give him like check one of those kicks with a counter hook, have him wobble still that round. Third round, back and forth slug fight, but then I think Morales catches him again and finishes him off in that third round. So I got Vince Morales be a third round TKO. Very competitive fight, but ultimately I think Morales will stay more composed, stay more technical, stay sharper on defense, and also think he'll be able to wear the shots better and learn from the fight he had with Gutierrez, and be able to check those leg kicks better or address those leg kicks better and counter those leg kicks. Eventually be able to find the chin, those openings that Martinez will give to Morales, and Morales eventually be able to get that stoppage in the third round, like drop the second round, third round, get the drop and the stop. So in this fight, I got Vince Morales via third round TKO.